Hey, I'm Dubois coming at you with another edition of 90 Days of Positive Content. Today's message is going to be around not allowing those around you to dull your sparkle. And another way of saying that is to not allow those around you to make you feel that you need to play smaller than who you are. It's incredibly important to be an authentic person, to live and love authentically, regardless of if people around you approve or not. In most circles, people would think of me as a pretty reserved person, and to an extent, I think that I am. But I also do have things about myself that I absolutely love, that I do, that some people consider to be extra, like extra AF. You know what I'm talking about? Extra as F. We won't say it here in case there's young people watching, but I'm totally okay with that. And I'm comfortable with being extra. Not everybody is, even though they might feel genuinely inside that they want to do something that is a little bit different or a little bit louder or a little bit extra, whatever you want to call it. You can actually still see balloons hung here on my stairwell from a party that I had this weekend. This weekend was my Friendsgiving, and it's my favorite party of the year. I go all out with all kinds of crazy decorations like balloons and balloon arches and sequins tablecloths and little take-home giveaways and all kinds of treats and sweets and stuff for everybody to enjoy. It's something that I do, and to some people that might seem extra, but I do it in love and I do it in an authentic manner. It's part of who I am. This party that we had this weekend is really about giving back to our friends and family who are local and the people who kind of shape us, who are our support system, because my husband's family is in France and my family's in the Boston area and kind of distributed throughout the world. So it was a bit extra, but I love it. Sometimes I decide that I want to get dressed up and wear crazy blue eyeshadow or bright purple or bright gold eyeshadow, whatever it might be. Sometimes I coordinate my makeup with what I'm wearing. And I love that. I love that about myself. I would never change that for anyone, regardless of what comments, what people say about it. It's important that if there's something that speaks to you or something that makes you happy, like being extra or wearing the crazy beautiful makeup, or wearing an outfit or something that makes you feel really comfortable, even if it's not the norm, or maybe people will be like, oh, what is she wearing? It's important to not take other people's opinions into account. If it truly makes you happy and it brings you joy, then do it. Do not play small for anyone. Another time where you see this outside of just expressing yourself through what you do and how you treat others and what you wear is going to be if you're deciding to start something new, or you're in a new job and you're working through something and you're really giving all of yourself in a very authentic way, and then there are people around who think, oh, well, that business isn't a great idea, or you're showing off at work, whatever it might be, and then you start playing small. You take who you are and you step it down for those people, and that's not okay, because you're doing yourself a disservice. You're doing yourself a disservice. You should never play small or let anyone dull your sparkle, regardless in what it is that you're doing in life. And that's not an easy skill, and it's not something that we're all born with. I have played very small in the past with people based on where I've been in life and the people around. I have tried to tone down my extra if I'm going to something very specific. Of course, play the part that you're in. If you're going to a work conference, you probably don't want to wear the crazy blue eyeshadow, right? Or you're going to being on site at a client, you might not want to wear a crazy blazer or whatever it might be. Play for the part that you're in, but don't intentionally not do the things you want to do because other people might dislike it. I can't tell you how many times I've gone to a client on site or something and worn an interesting piece of clothing, and it be a conversation starter. It be a way of talking to, oh, that's an interesting necklace. Where did you get that? And then I could tell them the story behind the necklace, or that I purchased it because it's helping people in Africa, or that it's something that one of my nieces made for me, or whatever it might be. So it's absolutely okay to express yourself at the right level based on where you are and kind of what your surroundings are. What is not okay is to just completely back out of whatever that is, and fit into the mold that other people want you to be in, or other people are dictating of you. That is not okay. If you are around people who are trying to dull your sparkle, who are trying to get you to play small, who are telling you things like you're showing off or this, this is too big for you or whatever it might be, then those are the kind of people you need to reassess in your life around, do they need to be around? And I have a video up on this and removing negative people from your life. But it is something that's important to do. Just assess what is going on. And if you truly, truly love something and you're doing it in a genuine manner and you're doing it with love, whether it's an extra elaborate party or a really cool outfit or fun and inspiring makeup, if it makes you feel confident, if it makes you feel proud, if you're doing it from a place of love, do not let anyone tell you not to do it, or that you're too much, or that you're too extra. Because you know what? In all actuality, you can never be too extra. If you're 100% okay with what you're doing, if it brings you life, if it breathes life into you, no amount of extra is too much. So that's the message for today. Do not let anyone dull your sparkle. Do not let anyone do that. Do not play small for anyone. When you're doing things where you're playing small or letting people dull your sparkle, you're really doing yourself a huge disservice, but you're doing others a disservice as well. And if you're a role model and you're doing more, bring people up to your level if you can do that, and if they're open to it. And if they're not, then evaluate those folks and see if they should even be in your life. That's it for today. Whatever you do today and every day, do it in love. Love hard.